So there was a lot of improv. She'd give us a situation, and then when we were on set, we realised, oh yeah, that was like the improv we did before. And she asked us a lot of questions that related to our character, or she asked us a lot about ourselves as well. You could answer whether you wanted to be yourself or in your character. So so Kirsten was getting a feeling of how far she could push it. She's like, oh, have you ever done that? Have you ever done this? Seeing how far she could push the script and push the actors, and it was very much collaborative. She took lines from our rehearsal process, all the lines that are fed back to us within the film are lines of our own that we came up with in improvisations. And yeah, we had character sheets where Kirsten used to put lines that we'd set up and photos of our characters and things that were important to our characters were all glued up on these photo boards. So it was good if ever you needed it, like, where am I need to get back to something, you just go in and you'd read your board and you'd focus a little. When she was writing the film, she had seen all these young people and they'd nothing to cling on to. All these young people falling, it's all social media, and how do you connect with other people, and like you see in the film, there's such a lack of communication within people. You're just very passive and, you know, not really talking to somebody. So looking back on it now, then you see it and you're like, oh, that's what you see. And it is crazy, but I think it very much relates to a lot of, not even just Irish children and teenagers today, but worldwide, you know. In like Berlin, in Sweden here, people seem to respond back a lot. And even when we were in the Ukraine, like, people had a strong, whether they loved it or they hated it, they had strong emotions about it. So they seem to connect with it. So I think on some level it has to be international. So it was good that was my first film, because if I was going at it again now that I've been opened up to the world of cinema and film and theatre, I'd be like, I'd question it much more. Whereas with this, we all just threw ourselves in head first, no inhibitions, just go with it. Don't make a show of me, I'm giving you my heart, so don't let me fall. And so I think a lot of people, when they hear there's no script, we didn't know what was going to happen to our characters, you have to trust. There was so much trust within the cast and with the director, because, I mean, anything could happen and you're just hoping that somebody has your back and it's all going to work out. So it was an insane thing to work on. Very crazy. So if I was to do it again, it'd be completely different. You could never get that same film again. The film is very much a roller coaster, so if you kind of let the film take over you and you go with the ride, it kind of brings you to a strange place and it makes you confront things with yourself, and maybe the audience connected with some of us or felt something or just saw the passion we had for it and enjoyed it, hopefully.